Hey there guys, in this video we're going to take a look at a really nice trigonometry problem in which we are given that tangent of x equals cosine of 30 degrees times cosine of 20 degrees divided by cosine squared of 10 degrees. Now we want to solve for x if x lies in the first quadrant, but before we go on, consider subscribing and ring the bell to not miss my latest videos, and hit the like button if you find this video helpful. So in order to solve this for x, we need to work on the right-hand side, meaning that we need to manipulate the right-hand side using the formulas we know in trigonometry. So the first formula that I'm going to use in this video is the product to sum formula for cosines, which states that cosine of alpha times cosine of beta can be expressed as 1/2 of the quantity cosine of alpha plus beta plus cosine of alpha minus beta. Now, if we apply this formula for the top of our fraction, we will have tangent of x equals 1/2 of cosine of 50 plus cosine of 10, all divided by cosine squared of 10. Now, notice that cosine of 50 degrees is equal to sine of 40 degrees because 50 degrees and 40 degrees are complementary angles. So let's go ahead and replace this with sine of 40 degrees. And let's multiply both the top and the bottom by 2 to get rid of this fraction. So this should equal sine of 40 degrees plus cosine of 10 degrees divided by 2 times cosine squared of 10. Next, let's go ahead and apply the double angle identity for sine. So we all know that sine of 2 alpha is equal to 2 times sine of alpha times cosine of alpha. For example, we can say that sine of 40 degrees equals 2 times sine of 20 times cosine of 20. Now, if we apply the same formula for sine of 20, we should have 2 times sine of 10 times cosine of 10 times cosine of 20. So let's go ahead and replace sine of 40 with this expression. So we will have 4 times sine of 10 times cosine of 10 times cosine of 20 plus cosine of 10 divided by 2 times cosine squared of 10. Now, since both the top and the bottom of our fraction are divisible by cosine of 10, we can divide both the top and the bottom by cosine of 10. And we should have 4 times sine of 10 times cosine of 20 plus 1 divided by 2 times cosine of 10. Now, let's go ahead and replace sine of 10 with cosine of 80 because 10 and 80 are complementary angles. So then we will have a product of cosines because we will have 4 times cosine of 80 times cosine of 20 plus 1 divided by 2 times cosine of 10. Now, since we have a product of cosines, we can apply the first formula we used in the video, and we will have 4 times the quantity 1/2 of cosine of 80 plus 20, which is 100, plus cosine of 80 minus 20, which is 60. And then notice that cosine of 60 is equal to 1/2. So we can simplify this as, so 4 times 1/2 is going to be 2. So we have 2 times cosine of 100. And 2 times 1/2 is going to be 1. And then 1 plus 1 is going to be 2. And now we can divide both the top and the bottom by 2, right? So this should equal cosine of 100 plus 1 divided by cosine of 10. Now, notice that cosine of 100 is equal to cosine of 90 plus 10. Now, since 100 degrees lies in the second quadrant and cosine is negative in the second quadrant, we will have minus sine of 10. And since sine of 10 can be replaced with cosine of 80, this equals minus cosine of 80. So the top of our fraction is going to be 1 minus cosine of 80. And I can replace cosine of 10 with sine of 80. Now, let's go ahead and use the half angle identity and the double angle identity for sine. The half angle identity for sine states that 2 times sine squared of half of alpha should equal 1 minus cosine of alpha. For example, we can say that 1 minus cosine of 80 is equal to 2 times sine squared of 40. And we can use the double angle identity for sine of 80. So this equals 2 times sine of 40 times cosine of 40. Now, the reason we use these two formulas is that we will have sine of 40 in both of them, and then we will be able to cancel them eventually. So we will have 2 times sine squared of 40 divided by 2 times sine of 40 times cosine of 40. So this 2 will cancel with this 2 will cancel with this, and we will have sine of 40 divided by cosine of 40, which equals tangent of 40. Now, remember that all of these expressions are equal to tangent of x, and x lies in the first quadrant. So tangent of x equals tangent of 40, and x lies in the first quadrant. Therefore, x equals 40 degrees. Great, so we are done with this video. Thank you for watching this video. Hit the like button if you find this video helpful, and subscribe for more. Hopefully, I will see you later. Goodbye for now.